This video will introduce you to a web-based tool called TedEd. It's a cousin of the well-known TED Talks, but it has been designed for educators to prepare interactive lessons. In this video, you'll learn what TedEd is, how to use it, the steps you need to take to get started, and you'll see some examples. TedEd is a web-based tool that allows you to build a lesson around any TedEd original talk or any YouTube video. That means you can also create your own video, post it to YouTube, and use that as the basis for your lesson. A TedEd lesson begins with a video. Students begin by watching the video. Then the Think section allows you to put in some questions, multiple choice or short answer. Dig Deeper is a place where you can add materials and other resources. The Discuss section is a typical discussion board, and you'll be able to see your students' comments. Finally, you'll add a conclusion. This is how a lesson looks on the TedEd website. You may recall these essential learning outcomes from LEAP. Highlighted are just a few ways that TedEd could contribute to achieving these learning outcomes, depending, of course, on the assignments and activities for which TedEd may be used. This is a list of the current topics covered in posted TedEd lessons. You may have noticed on an earlier slide that there are over 250,000 available lessons. You can use any of them just as they are, or you can customize them to meet your objectives. Of course, you can select a video from TED Talks or YouTube and design your own lesson. How can you use this tool? You could use TedEd to introduce a topic prior to the class time in which you plan to discuss that topic. It could be used to motivate students with respect to a specific topic. It could be used as a follow-up to a class discussion or lecture. The discussion gives students an opportunity to interact on the topic. The professor is able to view all of the students' comments. Finally, students could design their own lessons on TedEd. Students could prepare group or individual lessons. As you'll see next, it's very easy to use. You'll start at ed.ted.com, where you'll set up a free account. From there, you'll be able to look at all of the available lessons and, of course, create your own lessons. Your account will have the items shown here: lessons, discussions, notifications, and settings. Your account will allow you to select the way you want to be notified about students' and others' responses. On the opening TedEd webpage, you'll see a Create a Lesson button with a plus sign. When you click it, you'll be prompted to enter a keyword or a YouTube URL in the search space. If you have already selected a YouTube video or posted your own YouTube video, type in the URL here. When you click the search button, you'll get some video choices to review. There are just 3 shown here, but many more choices are returned from a search. You will select a video, and it will open in a window so that you can review it. You can either continue if you want to use that selection, or you can close the window and return to the choices. The steps you take are straightforward, and the lesson design process is easy to follow. Investigate the options. It's easy to correct mistakes or start over. Before you publish your lesson, you'll be able to make some selections shown here. Click on the More button to reveal these options. The best way to get to know TedEd is to go to the website and look at some of the lessons. Here's just one example. I've taken out the audio with this video, so you'll just be able to see how the lesson works. So first, students watch the video. Now I'm pausing it, and I'll go on to step 2, which is Think. In Think, you'll see the questions that you've put in. This is an example of students choosing an answer, So save my selection, got the answer right. After the Think section, there's a Dig Deeper section. You can actually put links to other information here. And finally, the Discuss section. Here you'll see a discussion that's been started. You can view the discussion. And you click on Respond to the main discussion question. That's where you'll put your input. And then you'll be able to add a conclusion. Here's everything you need to know. TedEd is free, it's very easy to use, and it offers a variety of valuable resources for educators.